guys, and welcome to the Art Block. Now, I know a lot of you guys are really confused about the art box and the whole art block thing. Well, we had a couple of discussions and we've decided to keep it at Art Block. So today we have our very first guest, and her name is Malwande. She's basically the co-founder of Malwande Art Creations, and she's a musician. So if you guys are interested in all of that, do stick around. Okay, so first guest of the show, how you feeling?
I'm feeling alive.
Yeah,
just alive. Life happens, so you just have to breathe and just take it as the day goes, by day by day.
Okay, so couple of questions,
Mhm.
nothing freaky.
Okay.
So you can just stay calm.
Okay.
How would you describe yourself?
Amazingly complicated. But yeah.
And as an artist?
In one word. In one word. You said one
No,
word.
it's
I
fine.
just
You
combined like
Uh-huh.
2 words, I think. Yeah. So as an artist or as a person?
Oh, both. We're gonna do both because you've already.
Wow, that's a tricky one. I'll just go for amazingly complicated because yes, I do amazing work and I am an amazing human being, but at times you do get to your complicated parts, even in art and even in anything else. So for now, we'll just
Complicated.
yeah.
I feel like complicated is the one that's just ringing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so how did you get into the arts?
The fine arts. Actually, I had a teacher while I was in high school. Had no idea about what is art, who is art. I just knew colors, your drawings, things, simple things that we were taught in primary school. And then when I got to high school, our teacher was like, take out your left shoe, put it on the table, and draw it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this woman, is she serious? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's draw. And then from then on, I actually just fell in love with it. And I drew shoes. Yes, I drew shoes. And then I drew other things, And as time went by, I really loved it. I got A's and yeah, it was better than physics at that time. Yeah.
So how did your parents take it though?
In high school, it was just, in high school, honestly, it was just a subject that I just discovered and I was doing well in it. And then, and then when I got to varsity, it was like, okay, so we're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't something that I thought I was even going to do in varsity because I had other plans. And I would say it found me because I think it was a point in my life where I was just conflicted and I was just like tired of your physics and your maths and, like I used to take my subjects really seriously. So I just get emotional and I was just like, okay, you know what? I need something that makes me happy, that is going to help me work hard at the same time, but, know that I'm doing something that's good for me. So, yeah.
And then you created Malwande Art Creations. How did that part happen?
It happened. I woke up one morning and it happened. I'm kidding. But it's basically like that. What happened was, yes, I was like doing drawings and paintings, and I recently just fell in love with painting. I was in my second year, I think. I think it was my 3rd year in varsity. And I was loving art, but then the question was, there has to be more, for me, as a young black artist. I wanted to go out there, explore. I saw a lot of galleries at the time. I was still exposed to the KZN galleries, and I just wanted to be there. I wanted my art to inspire, black people, because and all people of all races. I think for me it was to just inspire my black people, because there was not many, black artists. Even now, we still
working
there.
at it?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay, I don't think you're gonna like me for this question.
Oh my god.
A lot of people don't know that you're doing the whole music thing as well.
Yeah.
So how did that part come about?
Oh, that part has always been a part of me.
But you just.
Yeah. Long story.
Yeah.
What can I say? Long story short, what happened was I've always been a musician. Like, church, school. I was always part of the choir. I remember at school we also formed like a small group. Yana, like singing with the girls. I went to a girls' school, so it was just more like girl power. Let's do something different. And then when I got to varsity, it was the similar type of group, but then I remember in our first year it was so depressing. There was no music. I couldn't find any musicians, and I was just like, okay, second year, we formed like a group, and then like it has always been a part of me. And I think at the end of the day, I just decided to just work on my own and
do the whole thing.
Do the whole thing, but undercover, because I love to perfect my craft before it goes out there. So yeah, I'm in a good space.
And the worst question I could probably ask you:
what is
fine arts or music?
Music.
Why?
It's life.
Music is life. Okay.
It's like breathing, like just now it was therapy. So yeah, it's life.
Okay, what do you hate about being an artist?
Oh man, artists, girl. I think I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I think being an artist, it's very hard to how can I put it, to just be independent like from the get-go. You need a lot of stability in terms of your financial situation. You have transportation because you're always traveling. If you're an artist, you're always going to be traveling, whether you're doing photography, you're painting, or you're doing music. You're always traveling, so you always have to have a stable form of income or a stable support system, whether it's your family or your friends, that you're safe, you're good, your canvases or whatever is in the right places. So I think it's just at first you just broke, girl. Like you broke, So and like as I've been saying, it's good to work undercover because you don't have that pressure. You're just working on your craft, and I think if you're a musician and you're upcoming, you just need to be in a stable space. Actually, yeah.
Do you think it's harder being an artist at a varsity level than it is when everyone else kind of already knows you and everyone is just like, okay, we know her, she's this and this and this?
I think it's much easier in varsity. As I said, like in varsity, I mean, I'm sure you have your own squad at some point. You have your groupies, but then like yes, you have the studies and it's hectic, Sherman. It's hectic, but I think it's that space that you have to yourself. You're also still trying to find yourself. So you're not putting yourself in a vulnerable position where you're like, hey, look at me, but you make sure you surround yourself with the people who can give you like proper input, like your the much more experienced people like in varsity. And then when you go out there, you're just like, okay, I've experienced a bit of this and now I have an idea. Because like when you go out there, you don't know what to expect. There's so many things that go on in the music industry that even I still don't know at this moment, but I'm learning every single day.
Where does your inspiration come from?
My inspiration. I draw inspiration from like a lot of things. My family, my parents have worked so hard, so I always try my best to just be in a position where I'm just like, hey girl, you're doing this. You're not only doing it for yourself, but there's other people out there who, if it's not for arts, it's music, and there is someone who's always watching you, whether it's a little girl or a little boy or some old lady out there. There's always a person who's you're gonna inspire. So there's a lot of things inspire me in life as a whole. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like we've done quite a bit. So I'm gonna ask you what everyone wants to know. What are your plans for like the next 5 years?
I don't share my girl. But I would say in the next 5 years, just expect the best. Because I feel like, yes, I've been working undercover. Now it's time to blossom. So in the next 5 years, I'm sure you're going to see a lot more stability, more arts, more music, and more adventures. I love traveling. So, yeah, like a lot. I'm trying not to share. I'm
trying to keep some stuff
Yeah,
back.
I'm trying to say, you know, yeah, but you expect the best, the very best. No, yeah.
So yeah, guys, we asked the questions. People wanted to know. We brought our first guest. So that's pretty much it for today. But we have a little, you know, something. So Jay, just keep watching. You might see Jay Kavanyana do the thing.
Running, 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 running. Running, 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 running. My heart is broken, but my heart was outspoken. I can't explain my emotions. I can't relate what has happened. So I'm running away from you. I'm running, 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 running away from you, away from running, 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 running away from you. Took my bags, take them away, leave you no man go. Take my chance and take the blame. I'm running away from you. Running, 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 running away from you. So I'm going to places that I've never been, taking my chances on the sides, hiking and running, swimming and finding you. It just to take away from you, away from you, away from you. Away from you.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching up until now. Please remember to do the things, like and subscribe and share. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week.